What is up, gangsters? It's Big Burr himself, Fried Chicken. Today is November 25th, which marks the beginning of the alien ship sale during IAE 2954. There's not a lot of alien ships to even look at, but I recommend you take a look at every single one of them. But today, I'm going to be talking about Esperia, and particularly the Prowler. First off, I just want to say that the Prowler is my favorite alien ship out of all the flyable alien ships in the game. The Prowler recently received a serious buff across the board. This ship used to be nothing but trash. It was incredibly weak. In the past, it had the same life points as a Ursa, which was only 25k. But now with the buff, which is 79k, which almost puts it at the same health as a C2 Hercules, which is only 81k. Even more than the Valkyrie, which is at about 44k health. This thing got it, alongside with its stealth boost as well. This thing's emissions are low for its size. You could easily sneak up on your targets if you wanted to without being seen. Also, I have no idea what the creators at Esperia were thinking when they made the Prowler, because aesthetically it is awesome. It looks like it's breathing. It looks like it's alive. All of the weird looking shapes and things on the roof and the crazy lighting looking like tendrils and whatnot. This thing looks crazy on the inside. Also, if this is your first time ever checking out an Esperia ship, mainly the Prowler or the Shrike or the Talon, be aware that the cockpit is one of the coolest cockpits in the game, because the way how you see is through a hollow panel or a screen, and it looks amazing. Also, you can turn it on and off if you really wanted to, and the animations are crazy. Now, the Prowler, it only has 4 guns, but they're big. You have 2 size 3s and 2 size 5s. Now, take this recommendation if you want to get more firepower. Upgrade the size 3 guns to some Panthers, and then upgrade the size 5 guns to some Galderines. They put in work and deal a lot of damage while allowing you to have a lot of ammo to play with to take your enemies out. Now, let's go take this bird out into the wild and see how it fares in a little bit of combat, just to show you guys how powerful this thing really is. Since I have completed the Save Stanton missions, I was not able to spawn the wave mission in game anymore, so I had to do the next best thing, which was going to be doing the boarding action mission, which always spawns 2 enemy ships. And as you can see here, the first ship, which is a Buccaneer, goes down very easy. The second ship, I had so much confidence in the Prowler, I decided to do it third person. And as you can see here, the second ship that I took on was a Gladius. Very easy and very fast to take down. Didn't take much issue at all, even in third person. So you can actually use this thing as kind of a fighter if you really wanted to, even though it is definitely not designed for, head-to-head combat like that. But you can do whatever you want if you decide to rent it out. And just be like me and just have fun with it. You don't have to go crazy or anything like that. The ship is just fun to fly, and it's very unique, and it offers a lot, especially when it comes to its dropship format, where you can just hop in and out without no issue, very quick and fast. As you can see here, I'm easily just cruising in and out of this vessel with no problems. Although trying to re-enter the ship EVA third person, I struggled a little bit. It is what it is, but I'm over here having fun. But let's take the Prowler planet side to see how it actually functions with its main gameplay focus, which is supposed to be a stealth dropship. As I'm making my approach down to the outpost where I have to kill some enemies, there's 2 vessels. There is a Freelancer and an Avenger Titan. The Esperia Prowler makes quick work out of both of these enemies before I touch down. As you can see here, the Freelancer has nothing against me, and I'm just shredding him to bits with these size 5 cannons. Also, for a size 3 ship, the Prowler is pretty nimble. Its pitch and yaw, it's pretty quick. It moves nimbly enough to be able to navigate an atmosphere to take down these targets without having to struggle versus a ship like a Starlancer Max or a Constellation. Alright, the Prowler comes equipped with one of the coolest Vtols in the game. When you activate the Vtol system with the Prowler, it literally forces the ship to hover above the ground, kind of like how the Nomad is always hovering. Well, when you activate the Vtol, the Prowler does the same, and it extends its wings, so when your crew jumps out of the ship, they have cover. And if you decide to land the vessel, then all you gotta do is deploy the landing gear and it'll automatically adjust itself so you can land properly without damaging the wings. Let's now test to see how well those wings actually defend personnel. Personnel meaning just me, because I'm flying solo today. Yeah, I shot at a rock. I know. I know. But as you can see, the wings are actually defending me pretty well. Even though the ship's shields are up, you have to keep in mind ballistics still pierce right through the ship's shields. So I do get hit a couple times here and there, but the wings do protect me from enemies who are walking around trying to attack me. Now let's go over some pros and cons that I have with the Prowler and jump into the issues I have with it. Let's start off with the positives. This thing has great DPS. The hull's health was buffed by a huge amount, and then also the ease of access of getting in and out of this vessel. Also, its style is amazing and it flies incredibly fast. Now let's talk about the negatives. The co-pilot seat still does not work. If you have a friend in your ship and he hops into it, he will take control of the ship, and then once he hops out, the ship can lose all control entirely. And it turns pretty slow in atmosphere, but it's a pretty big ship, size 3, so that's expected. If a wing flies off, you are stuck in the water. It needs those wings because that's where its thrust and boost engines are located at. Then the price, it's really expensive, and I mean really expensive. And then also the jump seats are still kind of broken. If you have friends in the back and they want to hop into the jump seats, for some reasons their arms are way up in the air as if they're on a roller coaster. I mean, look at this. Look at it. What am I doing? I'm having fun apparently, too much fun. And boom, that is the Esperia Prowler. This is again my favorite alien ship, and during IAE 2954 you can rent it out for free and test it out and see all of its glory and see what has changed with it within the past couple months. Again, it got a huge health boost, almost 50,000 plus more health than what it previously had. Used to be a small glass cannon, but now it definitely is a lot tankier. Its shields do hold up very well against other enemies. It takes a lot more firepower to take this bird down, and I really cannot wait till they have further gameplay roles put into the game. Maybe in Arena Commander they'll have a game mode kind of like Call of Duty Ground War, where you're pitted against a huge amount of enemies and there's vehicles, helicopters, tanks, ground vehicles and stuff like that. You can use the Prowler as, you know, your drop ship where you can drop off your men, or you can do it as maybe extraction, if you will, if a type of game mode like that would ever come into the game in the future. Who knows, whenever there's going to be a serious actual ground war in the verse. Prowler would do a really good job now since its stealth components are actually functioning, MFDs are functioning, making it a more powerful ship, and it has a lot more health, and it has 2 size 2 shields which really help protect it later on when it comes to being under fire. Now it's your turn to let me know what you guys think about the Prowler, or if any of you guys have been flying any of the alien ships during Alien Day during IAE 2954. Me, the Prowler is amazing. I love it. What do you guys think about it? Let's spitball down in the comments. It is the one and only, aka FC Big Bird Fried Chicken, out.